Students, today we are going to study about physical changes in detail. So, as I have told you in the earlier class, physical change is a change in which no new substance is formed. So, what happens in physical change? In a physical change, the physical properties like shape, size and state of the subject changes. As we have discussed in the last lecture, that some of the examples of physical changes which include are: number 1, cutting of the paper into pieces, melting of ice, boiling of water, stretching of a rubber band. So here you can see all these examples, they are reversible. We can revert back to their natural shape, size or state, isn't it? So what is happening here? In a physical change, the properties like shape, size and state changes, and these changes can be reversed back. Like when a person is stretching the rubber band, when he leaves the rubber band comes back to its own shape. Okay? We are doing melting of ice. When we are melting the ice melts into water, and after some time we can again freeze that water and get ice. Here we are doing the boiling of water. What can happen? We can again cool down the water and then we can again boil the water. So these changes which are happening over here, these can be reversible changes. So the main point of physical change is that no new substance is formed here. Another one is only the physical properties like shape, size and state of the substance changes, and some of these physical changes, they are reversible in nature. Okay. Now let us move to another slide. Next comes the chemical changes. So in chemical changes, as we have discussed earlier, a new substance is formed. So whenever a new substance is formed, the chemical change which is involved, this leads to a chemical reaction. Some of the examples given over here are rusting of iron, as you can see in the figure, burning of the wood, formation of curd from the milk and cooking of the food. These all processes which are happening over here, these all are the examples of chemical changes. So let us see what happens during the chemical change. So first of all, a new substance is formed. Second is heat or light may be absorbed or released, isn't it? As you can see over here, whenever we cook food, heat is absorbed and then only the food is cooked. Whenever we are burning the wood, without heat we cannot burn the wood. Sound can be produced. A color change can take place, like in your food also. Whenever we are your mother is cooking the food, you can see there is a change in the color which is observed when the meal is fully prepared. Then change in the smell can take place, and it can be possible that a gas is released during the chemical change. So these are the few things which happen during the chemical change. So one of the example given over here of chemical change is burning of magnesium ribbon. This example is in your class 10th also, chapter number 1. So let us see what is being done here. When a strip of magnesium ribbon is heated over a flame, what we are taking a magnesium ribbon and we are putting it over the flame. It combines with the oxygen and burns with a bright white light to form a powdery ash called magnesium oxide. What happens? This magnesium ribbon then will start burning. How? Oxygen gas present in the atmosphere will help in burning, and it will lead to the formation of white colored ashes, and these ashes are of the new substance which is known as magnesium oxide. So this reaction, this is a chemical change taking place, and this chemical change can be written in the form of a chemical reaction, which is magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. So If the magnesium oxide is dissolved in water, now in the next reaction what we are doing, we are dissolving this magnesium oxide in water. It forms a new substance which is known as magnesium hydroxide. And this magnesium hydroxide, when in this solution we dip red litmus paper, it turns into blue. So we all have studied in chapter number 5 acids and bases that whenever the red litmus paper turns blue on dipping in a solution, that solution is basic in nature. Okay, so this reaction, when we are mixing magnesium oxide with water, this can be written as magnesium oxide plus water. This leads to the formation of magnesium hydroxide. Okay, so this was one of the example of chemical changes. So we are going to stop here, students. We'll continue with the other points of the chapter later. Thank you very much.